Hey, hi everybody. Hi Melanie. Hi Molly.
Hello.
Hello.
I had to chuckle if you could have seen the last second work Molly just did. I don't know how she's not exhausted here.
We had to
But
make
wow,
space for Miss Mora or
yeah,
Maria.
I see that. So you have Maria or Mora?
Maria.
Thank you. All
We put
right.
some bandanas on them to differentiate.
Oh, cool. All right. I want everybody watching just to pay attention here in the coming weeks. I had an idea, and I would like to make our shows at GPRS headquarters more versatile. Okay, and in order to do that, we have to get their internet outside of the building. Okay, and in order to do that, we need something. We need hardware. And I have a system that I can set up, but it would change SSIDs. It's just not. It's just old technology. So I was thinking Asus's mesh system would be ideal. That way, they could walk all the way through the facility if they wanted to, and never change SSIDs, but change routers. Okay, so that's what I was thinking about. We may do a fundraiser through New Hope to fund the hardware. So keep your eyes open for that up
Be
and
great.
coming, and then we'll see what the director will let us do versus what we want to do. How about that?
Yes. Start there.
Um, so that could be up and coming in the future, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
If she shoots me down or not, I'm excited. I actually used my brain for something. Okay. Um, anyway, wow. Um, what a show we're going to have today. Back at
Yeah.
headquarters. I love it. I love being back at headquarters. Um, Cora a year ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Corey will be watching. All right. We can't
Perfect.
wait. Well, since we have anxious viewers, let's get rolling.
Yeah. So we can get started with Miss Maria here. So yeah, Maria was featured on our Christmas show around a month ago, 3 weeks ago or so. So she is around 5 years old. We think she just turned 5. She was an owner surrender to a shelter just east of Dallas with her sister. Not exactly sure why she was surrendered, but um, when she came in with her sister, she was pretty afraid. So she did not trust new people hardly at all. So maybe it's possible that she was more of like an outside dog when she was owned in her previous ownership. But she gets along really well with her sister. And it just took some time and patience, like a few months. And she actually started liking almost anybody who comes around here. So we're trying to get her on camera a little bit more. Come here, Maria. Come here. She's about to flop and do her belly roll so that we can pat her belly. Come on. Come over here. But she's very food motivated, as you can see. So we've got some little dog biscuits back here. She actually weighs around like 100 pounds right now or so. Maybe could stand to lose a few pounds, but she at the rescue is right up front. So anybody that comes in, all of our volunteers around the clock, they see her and her sister, and she's just so cute. She sits so pretty at her little fenced area and begs for a treat. So she gets all the loving for sure. But yeah, very food motivated, walks very well on a leash with her and her sister. She can go for walks by herself as well. Yeah,
Looks
hi.
like she looks like she's a pretty good candidate for a big buck contest too.
She is. Yeah, definitely. Her and her sister have a little bit different types of coats. Hers is a little bit more like sleek and straight. You'll see her sister Mora's up next is a little bit more curly. So this girl's got less curly hair, but definitely a nice thick coat. So don't be afraid
Wow.
to have that Texas snow, as we like to call it, in your home.
Texas snow, a sea of fur.
Yes, exactly. Um,
And just suggest to your visitors don't wear black.
yeah, exactly. So sit. Can you sit? She normally doesn't have to do that for her treats. So
Pyrenees, okay? They'll do it on their terms, not
yeah,
yours.
exactly.
So,
But yeah, she's in general, she's a pretty chill dog. She does like to alert when something is walking by or someone's coming up the driveway and stuff like that. So, as typical
thank
in the
goodness
breed,
she's a
she's a
Great
barker.
Pyrenees.
Yeah, she is. She is a pure. Her bark will let you know.
Right.
But after, I mean, when I got here, she was barking at me. But after like a minute or so, they calmed down. You know, friendly greetings. Letting her kind of come to me in terms of like a slower meeting, and she came up to me within probably 30 seconds of.
And Molly did everything exactly right. The breed in general is a suspicious breed. They have to determine somebody knew their intentions, and the only way they can do that is to sniff you. Now, in order for them to sniff you, they got to feel comfortable enough with you to approach you, and that's why what Molly did was perfect.
Yeah,
Everything happened from Maria started everything, including the
yeah.
processing, and she deemed Molly just fine, and the barking went away. And
Mm-hmm.
it might take a minute to earn trust, or a minute or days or so, but it's got to be their timing, okay, not yours.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, for
uh,
sure.
yeah, the more you make them feel safe, the better this goes.
Yes, exactly.
There's your tip for the day.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, second tip. These are dogs. Dogs bark. These are
Yes,
Great
they do.
Pyrenees. They
They
protect
do.
by intimidation, so they bark more.
Yes, for sure.
And
And
that's official.
Maria's got that good, nice, deep bark for sure. To let you know and to try to, scare off the intruders per se, or the
Yeah,
leaves that blow by. I mean, that's just the breed. So come
that's right.
here, Maria.
And always remember, when you adopt a dog and the dog goes from, say, Texas to somewhere, we'll say Washington, that's a long transport. Okay.
Yeah.
And every day, every minute of that transport can create more and more stress. So by the time you get the dog, always remember the personality that you first meet off of a long transport most likely is not his normal personality. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
And because they get a lot of people say, this isn't the dog you said he was. Well, yeah, he probably is. Just give it a minute. All right. Let him chill out. Give him a
Yes.
safe place to go figure things out. All right.
Yes.
So he may have diarrhea. He may have accidents in the house. And the only reason I bring up that is Mountain Mama's just had a dog returned because he had runny poop once.
Yeah. Yeah, these dogs definitely need some more time than just a few days to de-stress
Yeah.
from those
So
long journeys.
absolutely. And the time is not our call. It's their timer, not ours.
Right.
So we just got to be. So what we want to do is buy probably go to Texas and buy yourself a patience hat, because the patience hats are bigger in Texas.
Yes, you absolutely need a lot of patience with this breed for sure, and especially for someone
But
like
not
Maria.
forever. The cool part is not forever. And they'll be, oh man, they'll be peer pawing you and everything in no time, and wanting your attention, taking your bed over. You'll have to scooch them over just to lay down, and then they'll probably get up and leave, but still, you just got to give them that time, and it's their timing, and
right.
just go with the flow. They create good flows. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. And with someone like Maria, like she's comfortable here now at headquarters. She's been here since July, so it's been almost 7 months. So she's had time to kind of get used to this new environment.
Yep.
But now that she's been here for a little while, and she generally trusts people, new people, like I said, she barks, but she's not like intimidated or anything like that. Kind of like she was. It actually just took one of our volunteers sitting in the pen with her for a little bit with a chair, and he literally just sat there with them for like an hour or two, and then they finally warmed up.
Look at
And
that.
now
We've got
they
a head shot and a butt shot.
yeah. Yeah,
And by the way, peers, it appears typically are not intimidated by anything. Okay.
no, no, she
Typically.
definitely was not.
And she
um,
look at the confidence that's just in this dog, in her
yeah,
way her body language is.
yeah, exactly. She's really come out of her shell quite a bit. Might take a little bit longer than some other rescues or some other stories that you might hear, but
Yeah.
definitely worth the patience because she's a great
And
dog.
absolutely, they're worth the patience tenfold. Okay.
Mhm.
This breed is capable of bringing out emotion in you that you never knew existed.
Yeah,
Okay. And whether it be good emotion or a bad emotion is determined by what you do when you first get your dog.
right. Right,
Okay.
exactly. And she is one, actually, 3 of our 4 dogs on our list today could be only dogs. She is one that could thrive in a home by herself.
Good.
But she does, like I said, she does get along with her sister as well. But yeah, definitely one of those dogs that could be by herself
All
in
right.
a
Now,
home.
her and her sister have something in common, right? They're masters at peer paw, aren't they?
Yes, they really are. Yeah, within a few minutes, they like to
Yeah.
give the ear paw.
So while we're changing dogs, we actually have something we would like to talk about briefly. Always remember the Great Pyrenees also has to learn how to do the peer paw, okay? And
Right.
sometimes it's not easy for them, and it's hard to be majestic while you learn. We actually caught this on video. There you have it. So it's not easy for them either. So
Yep.
be
That's
gentle, be kind with them.
yes, the
Peer
beginning
paw.
of the peer
Okay.
paw. So
All
yeah,
right.
basically has
When you bring Mora up, maybe she can see what the peer paw is.
yes, I'm hoping she'll show us.
Wow,
Um,
another big butt contest candidate.
yes, yep. This is Mora. So Maria's sister. Again, around 5 years old, probably around 100 pounds, and could stand to lose a little bit of that weight. But yeah, she definitely gives a really good peer paw for sure. But she's
All right, let's see it.
super sweet. You wanna try? Oh no, she's just smiling. We'll get it eventually, I'm
Camera
sure.
shy. She's camera
Yeah.
shy. She's got her back to the camera. That's okay.
She's like her sister and food motivated, so she's looking for the treats for sure.
Yeah.
So
Now, do you know how these two sisters came into rescue? Any idea?
they
Okay.
were
It
owner
sounds sometimes.
surrenders. They were owner
Okay.
surrenders.
All right.
So yeah, I didn't get a chance to look and see why specifically they might have been surrendered, but we've
Okay.
talked before. There could be a plethora of reasons. I mean, these are big dogs.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
that could be one thing, but
I remember, I can't remember which of the rescues, but I think it was you guys. Somebody had applied to surrender their dog because the puppy was getting too big.
mm, yeah,
Okay, now I want everybody to remember something. The Great Pyrenees are classified, documented as giant breeds.
they
So
are.
please do not misunderstand the definition of giant breed, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, they are definitely on the bigger side, and Mora is definitely on the bigger side. She's pretty typical size for a peer. Of course, you do get those little babies sometimes, like little Miss Jen, who's with the rescue. She's around 40 pounds. Dasher is another one in the rescue. He's
Oh,
around
little
40
sweethart
pounds.
Miss Jen. She has a
But
question. She says if she has a female, is a male companion the best option?
a lot of times our director does like to do male to female pairings just because they tend to get along a little bit better.
Right.
But of course, there's exceptions to that rule. She happens to get along very well with her sister. We've got another dog later today who gets along with males and females, so it just depends on the dog.
Right. And I've heard horror stories of the dogs not getting along eventually, and
Right.
so probably male and female. Follow the rescue's recommendation. Let's do that. All right.
Yes, exactly.
Nobody knows this breed better than breed specific rescues. Okay.
Right.
And they're breed
Exactly.
specific for a reason.
Yes.
Because the breed's not for everybody. That's for sure. And always remember, they're not for everybody. That means not every trainer is qualified to handle them.
Yes, that's another thing is they have specific qualities about them when they're learning new things that are different.
Yep.
Which is something that I think people need to understand. They're a very smart breed for sure. But they don't necessarily always want to trust you as a companion or a partner right away, which makes it difficult.
But once they do, you're the safest person on the planet
Correct. Yeah.
because they will fight till the death to keep you safe.
Yes. Yeah. And I think Miss Mora would be that dog for sure.
Yeah.
Much like her sister, she does like to alert you to new people, new situations, leaves blowing by, all that typical peer stuff.
You'll
But
never realize how dangerous your lawn furniture has been all these years until you get your
exactly,
first Great Pyrenees.
exactly. But yeah, she's developed some good relationships with some of the volunteers here that if we just go up to her and say like, okay, thanks for letting us know that was there, she'll calm down pretty quick. So she responds very well to like, okay, thanks for alerting me. Now let's be done
Awesome.
barking.
She's gorgeous. Gosh, she's
Yes.
beautiful. Look at her.
Yeah, she really is. She's got a little bit more like tan in her coat versus her sister Maria. And like I was saying earlier, she has that curly, like a little bit of curl to her fur. She seemed to
And there
shed
could
maybe
have
a little
been
bit more than her sister.
yeah, her great grandparents, one of them could have had a mix in there somewhere and it finally
Yeah.
shows up. Now, that doesn't mean her parents had two different parents. It could be the grandparents, the great grandparents. That's weird the way that works in DNA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've got the paperwork that they're sisters, so they're just got a little bit different coats, but
Yep.
she does seem to shed maybe a little bit more than her sister, but this breed also sheds. So,
or it just affects them a little bit more. That's all.
Yeah, it could be.
And always remember, it doesn't matter what the mix is, that personality is going to be maintained Great Pyrenees.
Yeah. Yep.
It always has.
Yeah.
GPRS adopted a dog out of Black Lab. And you would swear that dog Black Lab, but that had the personality of a livestock guardian all the way through. I called him a sleeper. And we kept the dog in his home, and people realize it because that'll throw you off. Even the owner, that'll throw you off. A dog that looks like a lab, you're going to try to handle like a lab, and you can't do that. So,
yeah,
always remember,
Yes.
always remember, Great Pyrenees Rescue Society. They're very good at fitting, making a good fit for your home.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
if you pick a dog and you're adamant on that dog, just give the rescue a chance to make sure that they think that's a good fit because they're good at this.
Yes, for sure. And these are not labs. They are far from labs.
No, they're not labs. Not at all. And they're not golden retrievers either.
Correct. Yeah. But they're still beautiful dogs. Miss Mora, like her sister, also is very good on a leash. In general, pretty chill. So she would probably like to go for a walk or two a day, but is also content to just kind of lay in the sun and soak it up and just relax. So they're at that
cat?
good. Cats, no cats.
Cat?
No cats for her or her sister. So
there you go.
Yeah, again, only dog home could be a thing, but she could also benefit from having a friend as well. But that's one of those that she'll just be like a case by case scenario to figure out if she's a good fit. You'll just have to apply and kind of go through the whole screening process to see if she or maybe another one of our dogs might be a good match for you.
Yep. And yes, we do have a boy coming on to the show.
We do, yes.
As a matter of fact, he's actually next. And he's surrounded by the girls, but I'll tell you what, this boy coming on is awesome. So, and you'll see for yourself.
He's very cute. Yeah. I was seeing if she might give us a pure paw, but I think she
she has a question. Christy says, when you say no cats, would they attack the cat or just chase the cat?
Just chase.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Try to remember that as a breed in general, this is they don't have a prey drive per se like Malinois, German Shepherds, and them, because they wouldn't be good guardians. And if they catch something they're chasing, it's not to harm them usually. They don't know what to do when they catch them, okay?
Yeah.
Because that's probably the first time. So we're going to
Yeah.
have to say that they're chasing the cat, and usually the cat starts it because they see a big dog and the cat runs, dog chases. All right, it's a game. So technically they don't have a prey drive, they have more of a play drive. And
Correct.
very seldom have I seen one injure an animal. Well, they can't catch squirrels, but nobody can catch squirrels. But but
Yeah.
catching a cat, they don't normally harm them. Now they could subdue them by
Right.
putting their mouth around them and holding them down, and then we misunderstand and we got a bad dog. But they were just subduing the cat. That just happened recently, and the vet said the only injury that cat had was slobber on his fur.
Oh. Yeah.
And but they are dogs. They do have teeth. Okay,
Exactly. Yep.
so no cats is no cats.
Yes.
Remember,
Yeah. We just think
traumatized
it would
cat
be best.
too.
Yeah. I was going to say.
Traumatized the cat. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say it's probably best for the cat.
Yeah, and when the rescue does it, they're not being mean. They're protecting an animal, which is what they do, protect animals.
Exactly.
All right. Okay.
But,
I think
yes.
this lady might want to. Oh, there she goes. Bye.
There she goes.
Bye, Mora. She's a pretty
there goes
girl.
Mora. Yeah. Yeah.
How old did you say these sisters were?
We think they just turned 5.
Okay.
So they're definitely into the adult age for sure.
Right. Always remember when they don't know an age, their educated guesses come from a lot of different variables, and so but unless that dog is born in rescue, rescues don't know that dog's birth date.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're pretty good they're pretty close. I mean, so if they say 5, I agree.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the thing with these girls too is they just, they have some energy left, but they're definitely on the calmer side in terms of their energy.
Yeah, and behavior, how they carry themselves can tell you a lot of their age.
Right.
So.
Right. Exactly. And they like I said, they both have a good balance of chilling out, but then also wanting to go for walks and that kind of thing. So.
Yep.
If there is another dog in the home with them, it probably would be one that would match more of their energy.
And that's usually what they try to do. So if you adopt a young dog, you're going to want a dog already there with similar energy levels. Okay.
Right.
So,
exactly.
Unless you're prepared to keep up with a puppy.
Yeah. Exactly. So, yeah, but our next guy, Sir Kingsley, is back a little ways in his own little pen right now. So we're still working on grabbing him.
Okay. So let's build up the entrance. How old is Sir Kingsley?
Yes, Sir Kingsley. He is around 3. They think he just turned 3.
Okay.
So a little bit younger than the first 2 girls, and I think he is starting to get out of his toddler phase a little bit more.
Right.
But
the general consensus is Great Pyrenees are slow bloomers and they're not adults until they're 3. From a behavior standpoint and observational studies I've done over the years, is I would have to say that age would be closer to 4. Right, before they're considered adults. That's my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. And he still has some energy, like he's a little teenager. So, what's up, buddy? Here he comes. We're gonna coax him with some treats. Hi, buddy.
And the very first question about Sir Kingsley, what about cats?
Cats. So for Sir Kingsley, cats are a no. And that is more the chasing aspect of things. He wants to play. So we're going to say no on cats for him, but
now how do you know? Okay, let's explain to folks how you do your cat testing. I know how you do it, and I think it's the best way possible it can ever be done.
Yeah, we have a stray cat that likes to come around the rescue.
Yeah, and they see the cat while on walks.
Yes, Correct. Normally, yes, the dog is on a leash when we introduce the cat, so we can always keep an eye on the
So
dog.
for those of you that think the rescue is grabbing a cat, throwing it into the run with the dogs, that's not what they're doing. Okay.
Absolutely not. No,
And
we are
also too,
keeping them in a safe distance.
Yeah, I heard somebody or I read somebody suggest one time that this is like a shelter environment. This is nothing like a shelter environment at GPRS headquarters. Okay, nothing even close. Well, look where they're at. They're in a house right now.
Right.
They're at GPRS headquarters. So
right. And when they're outside, they have a lot of space to run and romp and
oh my God,
all that good stuff.
all these dogs are in her backyard basically.
Yes.
And they have so much interaction with people, the volunteers, and it's just so amazing. I was in awe when I was down there. I didn't want to leave.
I know. We've got so many good dogs here for sure.
Yes. Sir Kingsley, there he is. There's Mr. Handsome Sir Kingsley.
Yes. Yeah. He's doing a good job showing off. But yeah, he's been with the rescue for about a year. There was an instance where he was adopted out, but the owners did not want to give him the time that he needed to acclimate to some other animals that were in the home. So we did get him back. And good. Again, that's just more.
So you rescued him again.
Yeah. And that's just more people, I don't think really fully understanding the breed, and the importance of slow introductions. So
and even though it is that, especially if this is your first Great Pyrenees as the breed, everything gets real when you actually get him. Okay.
Yeah.
So, we're seeing him right here, and, it's different over a monitor than it is in real life. Okay.
Right.
So they do the best they can.
Yes. And he's real sweet. New people, super friendly. Right away. Almost, I will say he sometimes does get excited. He did try to jump on me when I went in there today, but again, that's probably just more of his puppy energy, not necessarily him not.
Once he's in a home, that is very easy to redirect away by rewarding 4 paws on the ground. Okay.
Yes, for sure. But he does seem right now, he does seem very really calm. He definitely has quite a bit of energy.
He's trying to show me he's got a big butt too, but he doesn't have that big of a butt.
He's another one of our healthy boys. He probably weighs between 90 and 100 pounds. Healthy weight there, maybe could stand to lose a couple pounds, but he's healthy.
He is healthy, yeah.
Yeah, his coat is very, very soft, even though he has been outside most of the time.
All right, she's asking her cat question.
So reading. Okay, so the cat.
Let me answer this briefly before you jump in there with the rescue's perspective of it. All right, Great Pyrenees and cats are very capable and very good at working this out together without interference, without influence anywhere, providing you give the cat an escape route that the dog can't get through. Okay, so that's basically, we stay out of it. We protect the animals, but we stay out of it and see where that takes you. So, but then there's always one in the crowd everywhere, which doesn't make the dog a bad dog. It makes the dog had a bad experience. Okay. And, but more of them can eventually be worked through. But here's the problem with sending a dog that's already chased a cat home. What happens if this particular one is one of them that you can't work through it? Okay. So my opinion is whatever the rescue, let the rescue work this out with you. Okay. So I would apply and go from there.
Well, and what would Sir Kingsley's best home look like?
What do you think? Did I say that right, Molly?
I think so. Yeah. And Sir Kingsley's, Melanie just brought up a good point. We're talking about Sir Kingsley's
best home.
Yes. Yeah, that is the pure paw.
Now, what did you say about Sir Kingsley?
I was just going to say it's what his best home looks like, right? So like you were saying, it's not that he can't get along with a cat. We're just best case scenario. Probably a home without cats. And then a home right now, we think his best home would be with as like the only dog, but he could probably thrive again. Like we said, a dog that matches energy levels, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
He does. He is he slow warming up with other dogs sometimes? Is that what it is?
yes,
Okay.
he is.
All right. So that means if you get him home and you have and they agree they have another dog, you have to have the ability to keep them separated for however long it takes both dogs. Because remember, they're both going to be destabilized, and the breed relies heavily on stability, pretty much for survival. So you'll destabilize both dogs just because of change. All right. And so you keep them separated, but not isolated. You keep the safety of a gate or something in between them, and usually they can work it out. But keep in mind, the rescue is the ones that's got all that experience with outcomes. So if they say no, there's a very good reason for that, and just don't argue. Just go with it, okay?
Yeah.
And they will find you a dog that can get along with your resident dog. How about that?
Yeah, exactly. There's no shortage of dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not just GPRS. Every rescue I work with is pretty good at placing a good fit.
Right. Yeah. And he, just meeting him and stuff, he just seems a little bit more motivated by people and people affection than dogs, for sure, as you can see as he's trying to lay in my lap. So yeah, he just seems to favor people more than caring about what other animals are in the area.
And now also too, I will address, if we have time at the end of the show, I will address the growl at the cat. Okay.
Yes.
And that's just an opinion. I don't know your dog.
Yeah. Yep.
Look at how mellow he is. He's made himself right at home, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. He definitely warms up pretty quickly to new people.
He liked Santa over Christmas, didn't he?
Yes, he did like Santa. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean,
Santa only comes around out of the North Pole. Well, we know once a year, but he missed last year. 2024.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, he does well. In terms of walking on a leash, once you get a little bit away from the property, he doesn't pull. So it just takes him a little bit to get started. Which for his age.
He sure does like human attention, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really does.
So he's going to be a master at the pier paw.
Exactly. Yes. And you got to have a lap that you don't mind maybe getting a little slobber in it.
Yeah. So if the pier paw gets annoying, just remember it was stressful for him just to learn the pier paw. Okay. So,
yes, he probably did flop over. He probably did flop.
It's not a bullying thing. It's a I need you thing.
Yeah. Yeah. He definitely wants pets. I think if you're petting him and you stop petting him, he will let you know.
He's one you might want to consider purchasing a robotic arm.
A robot petting hand. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, there's something we should invent just for pier owners.
Yeah.
A robot arm that has a petting hand.
I think he would love that.
I know my arm can get tired because of that.
Yes, for sure. But his coat is luckily very, very soft. So it feels like you're petting, I don't know, like rabbit's fur almost, like that really, really soft fur.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you say that his home would be best if he was an only dog?
As of right now, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. But you're still learning.
Yes, definitely. And I think, like we said, we take each application like on a case by case thing. So.
She'll need a multi-arm model of that robotic arm.
I know, a multi. Yeah, just need like an
that's probably pretty true.
But
also to remember that just because sometimes it just takes a while for the dog to become comfortable enough to let another dog invade his personal space. All right. And, offering that consent. So just like she said, at this time, that's what they know. That can change. That's possible.
Yeah. Yep, and that's
Sir
like
Kingsley is the only one that can change that.
yeah, I was gonna say this is just like a his pace thing, which is a pretty standard thing with any Pyrenees and any new rescue. I always just take things at their pace.
Right. Now I said this is not a shelter environment, but now on the other side of that, they don't have a way to just open the door and let them out in the backyard and let them run the boundaries like what we would, because they have a lot of dogs there and multiple backyards, kind of, if you may.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is right there. The director says we will test dog with the cat at HQ. We
always
can retest.
Yeah.
All right. So they're constantly learning because the dogs evolve and the rescue evolves with them. All right.
Yeah. And I think
basically the dog takes the lead.
Yeah. And if there's an application out there that we think might be a good fit, we're definitely more than happy to retest and kind of see how that happens. Even with our resident dog.
Always remember the rescue takes every application case by case. So I see people often that will post, well, I can't adopt because of this and this and this. How do you know? Did you get denied? If you haven't filled out the application, you don't know, because they do this case by case. All right. Now, if you live on 114th floor of a Manhattan apartment complex, you might get denied because of that, possibly.
Yeah.
But if they have a dog that would fit in that scenario, then you've got a chance.
Yes. Yeah. And that's also a good point. Overcoming the fear and stuff like that. Yeah. And with some patience and everything like that, some people are like, oh yeah, my rescue felt right at home within a few days. I think it's just important to understand that with the Pyrenees, that few days could be a few months. So.
Oh, and Melise says they have placed in condos.
Yes.
And I happen to know one of their foster homes lives in an apartment and fosters all the time.
Yeah.
Well, that's you, Molly.
That is myself. Yes. I've had many fosters in an apartment situation.
You had two you usually have two of them at the same time.
Yes. Yes. Hopefully we'll be getting two more today. So, because both of ours were just adopted over the last 8 days. So
you don't leave empty handed.
Exactly. No.
Or try not to.
Yeah. There's no shortage of good dogs in need. Come here, bud.
Molly and Tommy, they adopted the best dog ever, but he passed away here not quite a year ago now, right?
Yeah, almost a year ago.
That was Julio.
Yeah,
Julio, best dog ever. And
he was.
And because they wouldn't adopt him if he wasn't the best dog ever. Just remember
exactly.
That.
Yeah.
Okay. And,
I don't know. This one's pretty good too.
But and that'd be the perfect way to find out if he really does have to be an only dog or not.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
hey,
we
gears
also
are turning. The gears are turning, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, we are always in need of fosters as well. So that's a good way to get to know a dog.
Yeah. And that's also, and the thing of it is about fostering, if you kind of on the fence about adopting or not, that's a good way to still have a dog, is to foster.
Yeah.
So
it's very rewarding for sure. Come here, bud. One more.
Looks like this lady knows Melise from some time ago, apparently.
She said she adopted a Cora before, so she's a previous.
Yes. Do you remember Cora?
Cora. I remember that litter. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a puppy. Okay.
Yes, they were born, I believe, at a headquarters. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, buddy. He is food motivated. It appears he didn't seem like he wanted to be at first, but he is food motivated. Just another fun fact.
And don't forget, the Great Pyrenees Rescue Society has fosters just about countrywide, northeast, northwest, central. So they're expanding out all that way now. They don't have a great big presence out there, but they're still getting there, because sometimes it gets hard.
It is a lot of coordinating.
Absolutely, because of where you're located. Headquarters is in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So she adopted the mama.
Yes, Ikora was the mom of the E litter.
Oh, gotcha.
I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's
Ellen.
what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
So.
we only got one dog left, and we still got 20 minutes.
You do. Well, I can talk about Winky for a while because she's adorable.
Well, let's make a trade then.
Yeah.
Bye, Sir Kingsley. This boy is up and coming, so keep your eyes open.
Yeah. And I think
He's
we
gonna
have
a video. He's going to have a video pretty soon. Hopefully, we just need enough photos and video clips, and we'll get him a video going. So while we're waiting on Winky, we do have a video for Winky. And
yeah, we do.
Wow. Winky this is a rags to riches story, just about.
It is.
He started out timid and shy and extremely fearful of everything, living in survival. Okay. And now she's not.
It's correct. Yeah. She's a pretty confident girl these days.
And she has 2 colored eyes.
She does. Yes. The one on her left eye is blue and the one on the right is brown. So that's why we call her Winky.
Yep. There you Oh, okay. All right. And now everybody that thinks that, oh, she's mixed with husky. That's not necessarily true. Okay? It doesn't have to be a husky that creates a blue eye.
Right.
I don't know if there's ever been a DNA done on her, but to me, I don't care.
Yeah.
I care about what's in front of me.
Yeah. She does have the double dews, so definitely mostly pure, I would think.
Oh, she definitely is a pure looking pure.
Yes, she is. Yeah, her coat is super. She's got that really long, like slightly wavy fur. She's definitely filled out nicely in the year or so that the rescue has had her. It's been a while that she's been with the rescue. We found her as a stray near Waco.
Now she was in a foster home initially for a while.
Yeah, she was at Headquarters for
and we learned a lot.
We
So you're
did.
getting the best from both sides here. You
Right.
get firsthand information, and the foster did some very good things with her, brought her out of her
Yeah.
shell.
Yes, for sure. She definitely came out of her shell there. She gives a good
And the
pure
best
paw.
part, she acts like a peer. Just ask
Yeah.
Lee. She acts like a peer.
She has the pure paw.
She has it down
um,
pat.
yes, and warms up very quickly to new people now. She was always friendly. She just seems to be like she gets more comfortable much faster with new people now.
Awesome.
Yeah, we think she's around 3. So again, kind of like Sir Kingsley, kind of getting in like borderline teenage adult years. So
She
still,
sure is comfortable.
yeah. Yeah, I've met her a few times here, so we're buddies.
Yeah. How's she doing with the dogs around there, the other dogs that she meets?
Very well. She's friends with,
Awesome.
yeah, she's friends with quite a few boys that we've brought through
Oh,
here.
oh. I think I know your
um,
next foster.
I know. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. But yeah, I think the biggest thing with Winky is going to be slow intros.
That's
Yeah,
right.
so she was definitely scared of
And
dogs
that's not,
too.
please remember, that's not exclusive to Winky, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I think the foster home maybe moved a little too quickly at first. So it was purely her and the resident dog thing. It wasn't
Yeah.
like a her and all
They
dogs
put them,
thing.
they made too much assumption, all right? They made too
Yes.
many assumptions.
Yeah, I'm right here.
And every time
Um,
you assume something, what did we grow up learning? All right, well, you get the picture.
yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Um,
Look at
so
her.
yeah.
She's going to go to sleep in your lap.
Yeah, we're definitely buddies. She's an awesome dog.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
hope you
that
take her and foster her.
I know that fear with other dogs and stuff like that, I would think it's mostly gone at this point. Yeah, so she's really
Oh, Hercules was her neighbor mentor.
yeah, yes. Yep.
Awesome.
So she plays with Hercules every day. And he is also super friendly with new people. Not that she was ever unfriendly with new people, but watching
So that
another
means if
dog,
you wanted to adopt Winky and Hercules both, that would be the
yeah,
match made in heaven, wouldn't it?
I think that I think that would be good. Because they also walk very well together on a leash. So she definitely walks well. She can walk by herself, but she does even better with a partner on her walks. She doesn't pull.
Okay,
So
we
that's
do have a
got
question. I don't mean to interrupt you. I don't want
yeah.
rude
So
here.
a basset hound, small dog. So small dogs typically we think of as like 30 pounds and under. Just
Okay,
because
all right.
these are large dogs. So basset, it just
Yeah.
depends on the weight
The
and
rule of
size.
thumb, if they poop a turd bigger than the dog, that would be a small dog. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And so yeah, we've done cat testing with her. She does okay. But yes, our director says basset's not considered a small
So
dog
there you
because
go, Christine.
it can be
I would
pretty
apply. Here's the
large.
thing: apply. They got to
Yeah,
get to know you and your dogs, and they can't do that if you don't apply.
correct. Yeah. Yeah, I know basset hounds can be pretty stocky. So
Yeah, yeah.
um but yeah, she does okay with the cat around here. She does get zoomies pretty quickly. I was playing with her in the yard before. And she does like the play bow and like she'll like pat pat her paws down. So
Okay.
small
So that
kids
means
might not
because
be
of
able to do
Zoomy
that.
capabilities, young children probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah, yeah. And she definitely gets like bouncy a little bit. So yeah, not I would say older kids, probably in the teenage years for her. But and a
You
small
don't
dog,
want me unmute.
probably
You don't
no.
want me unmuted. My dog is somebody pulled in my
Oh,
driveway to deliver my Amazon,
I got you.
and he's the devil himself is driving that truck.
Oh, yes, of course. But yeah, Miss Winky is also, we've had small dogs around her. We're leaning towards no on small dogs at this point in time. But again, she could go into a home with another dog that's a little bit more on the submissive side and willing to like give her space as well. But she could be an only. So we actually have a whole show of dogs today that could be only dogs depending on specific situations. But, and if you, again, like Sir Kingsley, if you have 4 arms, that's better for Winky.
And the reason they say that because they have a lot of dogs that need other dogs in the home.
Right.
All right. Like to act as mentors or show them ropes, teach them your rules. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So,
exactly.
But some dogs can pick up on that on their own easily. So that's why they say that. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, and definitely
Mr. Barcelot is here.
I was just gonna say for Winky too, best home would be somebody who knows the breed or at least has some experience with them as well. Just because, like we've been saying the whole show, they are a unique breed when it comes to training and like understanding patience and time and stuff like that. So we do prefer some experience when applying for dogs like Winky, but again, that's a case-by-case thing as well. We do have some dogs that, maybe you haven't owned a Pyrenees before that could be appropriate just depending on the specific dog. But in general too, if you have peer experience, that's even better, especially for getting a rescue, just because you have a little bit more understanding. Steve, I think you're still muted.
I sure am, ain't I? My mouth was moving, nothing coming out.
Yep.
My wife always wanted that to happen. All right. Can you bring up that last post? I'd like to just briefly touch on that with most people. All right. Now, this sounds like an experienced Pyrenees owner. All right. Now, even an experienced Pyrenees owner can make a mistake. So just remember that. If you have a dog that doesn't do well with small dogs, I believe a Pomeranian would qualify as a small dog. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you make a mistake and something happens, one of those dogs is going to get in trouble here. Okay. And the rescue doesn't want either dog being hurt. Okay. So that's why they are what they are. Now, once again, case by case. Mm-hmm. Melissa may say, I like your setup. Okay, let's do this. All right. It's hard to say. Don't just assume you can't adopt because you have a small dog. You may have a scenario that works. Okay. So make sure you apply. You're not going to know until you apply.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's another great thing about the rescue as well, is we do take a lot of time and effort going through the whole screening process. Just so that way we can get to know your family, your situation. We can tell you a little bit about more about the dog. So we do put a lot of time and effort into that process to make sure it's going to be a great fit for everybody involved.
Absolutely. I feel your system, along with the other rescues systems, make it very fair for all applicants. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Full disclosure is very important. If you put something on your application or leave something off your application knowingly, that's falsifying an application. You're not going to get a dog. I promise you that. You're not going to get a dog if you falsify your application or lie on it, which is the same thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
it's been wow, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite a bit of time to go through the whole process, but it's worth it.
I was going to say they've got it so they're so good at it they can do it in just 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
Depends on how you look at it.
Right, exactly. And it's totally worth it.
Okay, the more questions they have, the longer this is going to take. All right. Mm-hmm. So be thorough on your application if you want to expedite it. That's how you expedite it, being thorough.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's better to be more detailed than not, just so, those questions are already answered partly before you even begin the conversation. And it's more of just like clarification on things. So,
oh, wow.
But
look at this. Jesus.
She started snoring a minute ago, so
okay.
Gets pretty comfortable pretty quickly.
there's a lot of dogs with quite a few of the rescues, whether they be Great Pyrenees rescues or all breed rescues, but they're getting a lot of they're on a run that makes you wonder who just didn't want this dog.
I
They're
know.
coming in just awesome dogs,
Yeah.
and who didn't want that? So,
Yeah.
but remember, dogs get surrendered for many different reasons, and
Mhm.
a legitimate reason is if you're going into like nursing care or somebody there's a death in the family direct, and those are the reasons you rescue. But the people that just say that the dog barks too much, they're taking your spot, okay? And that's a big chance to take. So, you know, commit to your dog, stay committed because that dog will be loyal to you for all their life.
Mhm.
The least we could do is offer that in return.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
We've got lots of great dogs
Wake up,
here.
Winky.
I
I
don't
need to
know. I think
update her video. I think we can now update her video and
probably, yeah.
with some new information on it. So
Yeah,
cool.
definitely.
And if you take her to foster, we'll have to update her video.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, cool. Well,
But yeah,
that's
lots
it.
of great dogs. Lots of great
We ran
dogs.
out of dogs.
I know. We'll have more next month for sure. We've luckily
Yeah.
had a good number of adoptions over the past couple of weeks, so we've been able to take in some new dogs, but no shortage of rescues for sure.
That's right. And there was something, if I had enough time, I was going, oh, the growl. The growl.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
talk about the growl for just a second here. We got about 4 minutes. Um, when a dog growls, he's trying to tell you something. That means he's communicating. And how you respond to that determines the dog's next move. Okay. So if your dog growls and you ignore it and it's not working for the dog will move on to the next way he can communicate to get his point across. And so if you keep because the Great Pyrenees has a lot of silent signals that they use, different movements of their body that indicate communication attempts. And we miss those often, which is okay. All right. We're human. But when they become vocal, that's all it is we've missed all these other attempts that they've tried to become a vocal communication attempt, hence the growl, because they don't have vocal cords like us. So when a dog growls, don't just assume he's going to bite anybody because that could not be further from the truth. When a dog growls, he's telling you, I don't want to have to bite you, but he's not comfortable. Maybe you're approaching, he's not comfortable with the approach. Okay. So if the dog growls, pay attention. And if you're approaching, stop approaching. And if you want to offer the olive branch, don't put your hand out like that. It's you the dog's leery of. And last I knew, that's part of your hand. And all you're going to do is say, just bite right here for me instead. Okay. So don't do that. Take a step backwards, one step back. That's your olive branch. Put the distance and tell that dog, I don't want to be confrontational with you. I know you're uncomfortable. And if the dog stays focused on you, fold your arms. With many dogs, these are weapons. So take the weapons, drop your guns. And with puppies, these are play toys. Put your toys away. Okay. And then let's start speaking dog. Have you ever, and if you haven't, now you'll know what to look for. Have you ever asked your dog to do something that dog just turns his head away from you? Wow, what's that dog doing? And he just sits there. And what do? We give up or whatever, or we make them submit to us and they got to do what they said. Don't do that with Great Pyrenees. So if you want to speak dog, the final thing that second to the final thing you want to do is when you got your arms folded, you took your step back, now turn your head. That will tell the dog that you're not comfortable with their next move or intentions. Okay. And always remember a common predator for Great Pyrenees are birds of prey. Threats come from above, and you are taller than them. So if you feel comfortable, unstack that trigger, kneel down if you feel safe. Okay. And these are steps that you can take to make a dog become more comfortable and a much higher chance of not getting bit. But remember, they still have 4 legs, fur, and teeth. They're still dogs. All right. So while you're doing all that, look for your escape route. All right. Give yourself an escape route, because if you don't know that dog, guess what? That means that dog doesn't know you. And maybe the last person they saw harmed him or scared him. And your timing was off. So always remember that. Be kind to a dog will be kind back. You don't have to force a dog to do something. Forcing a Great Pyrenees to do something will create an action. And their go-to action is to stand their ground. So always remember that. You can't make a peer do something. Try making a peer want to do something. Okay. So now you always got one in every crowd. You got the funny ones, or you got the ones that say, I'm just tired. I'm going night night. You know, you'd be there all night long if she had her way.
Yeah, for sure.
She's actually asleep, isn't she? Is she sleeping?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, what a show. I love it when we do shows from GPRS.
Yeah.
I do. We always have fun. And let's see if we can get that internet outside of the building with newer technology. So I still haven't talked to Melissa about it yet.
Yeah.
She's hearing it for the first time right now herself. So
to be determined. Yep.
Yeah. So, but it makes you more versatile down there of what you can do and who you can show possibly. All right.
Yes.
And you don't have to worry about losing connection from one router to the next. It's just same SSID all the way down.
Right.
They call that the mesh system, and ASUS has it conquered. So anyway, that's it. Are you done? I'm done.
That's all we got for today.
I could sit here all day and watch her sleep, but your legs might go to sleep, huh?
I was going to say my hand might go numb in about 20 minutes. So
see, that's where that robotic arm would come into play.
I know. Yeah. Need 8 arms.
Everybody. I haven't looked at the schedule yet, so I'm not sure who all we have coming up next week. Have you seen it, Melanie?
I had it up earlier.
Well, I can't hear you anyway, so. Well, and she can't unmute her mic because she's too close to the computer that Molly's using and would feed back.
Okay.
No, there we go. She's looking.
Skippy Skippins Rescue is next weekend.
Skippy Skippins. Stephanie's going to be here. That's another place we always have fun doing. Okay. Yeah. Don't miss next week. Skippy Skippins Rescue and Rehab we're going to be there. And Stephanie will be co-hosting. Melanie, I don't think is in town that week.
No, I'm here next week. It's the week after I'm gone.
2 weeks she won't be here.
All right. Okay. So Melanie will join Skippy Skippins, and that's pretty impressive what they got going on. And I have a funny feeling that this whole thing started unintentionally. Okay. They didn't set out to start a rescue. They set out to be fosters. Okay. and it evolved into this. So Melanie's good people. Now they're all breeds, and they still have quite a few GPRS fosters there. They still foster. So, and I don't know who we're doing there, but we're going to find out.
Yep. Right?
And if you take her home, let me know. We'll get started. We'll get the early works of the video going for her.
For sure. That sounds good.
All right, everybody. And also something to think about. We're looking at anybody remember Roman? Yes. Canine behaviorist, and he does well with guardian breeds. He moved to Greece, okay, which is where he's from. He's raised in Greece. And he reached out yesterday wanting to know if we'd be willing, which I got to bring up with the rescue show, willing to do an hour special of just the guardian breeds and behavior, teaching people what they are and what they aren't as companions. He would like to do that. So we're going to look into that and see if that's feasible. And a bunch of different ideas are going through my head so much that it gives me a headache sometimes. There's so much that can happen with that. But Roman, he knows his stuff. He's pretty good and go from there. And now he gets to work with cane corsos out in Greece and a lot of livestock guardians. Yeah. It's always been his breed of choice. So, he's always needed mental assistance picking a cane corso. They're
Yeah.
not an easy breed just as a breed. All right. This, in my opinion, is an easy breed once you start forming your attachment with the dog. All right. Then the dog seems to want to please you at every step of their life, which we know that usually can't happen, but it seems like that. Anyway, all right, everybody. See you next week. That's Skippy Skippins.
Bye,
Bye now.
Steve.